Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Going to the running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Can't get him to the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Wildcats are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Just going to keep it after the snap. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take them.
This is a designed run. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Arnold. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Anger.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit, because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
They'll try the run. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're getting this guy lathered up. Pirouettes through. Afterburners coming. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Briggs. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Troy. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
On the move. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Motion from the offense. They want to run this quarterback. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now on the move. Past the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Up-tempo for the offense. Quarterback will keep it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And it's caught! Touchdown tie!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Ran through the contact. He's off to the races. At the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on second down after the short completion. On the run, it's Alvarado. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the move. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for the pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better.
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one. They unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver and the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On fourth down, going to the air. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Inside the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And what a good job by the pass rush, getting to the QB and putting the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he intercepts it. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's third and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down, threw the interception, but no harm.
Leaves it with the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Trying to find his man on first down. A little screen to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Defense might bring the house here. They'll throw it on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now on second down. They keep attacking through the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Alabama.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And as a quarterback, that's what you want to do on these deep go route type throws. You want to put a lot of air under it so your guy can turn around, locate it, and then make the catch.
Yeah, and that's so hard to stop. I mean, I'm running full speed down the field with a guy that's this fast, and I don't know where the ball is and when it's coming out, and trying to make a play on it is extremely difficult.
He'll take it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understanding what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
A run for the quarterback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He rifles one deep to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third down, going up top. Back open in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score now about 28, Kentucky 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Using his feet. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Still running at the 40. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They get him down after he makes the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away.
35, Kentucky, 21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Takes a hit as he fires. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on first down. Coming after it. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Wants to throw on second down. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Kentucky going quickly.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. They want to just keep throwing it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive. With the offense, a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to San Marcos. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give as they work on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Calls his own number. Across the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll run the option. The pitch. Not going to make it. Can't get the two-point conversion, and they fail to take the lead here in the fourth. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes that Alabama offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.